to my channel. I'm trying to be quiet because BJ is still asleep, but I'm going to be doing my makeup routine today, right now, but I'm going to be doing a voiceover just because it's very early in the morning. BJ's still sleeping and I kind of want to try out the whole little voiceover thing. So if you guys don't like it, I won't do it again, but I want to try it out. So I just wanted to kind of talk through this part to let you guys know, instead of just kind of like jumping right in to the voiceover and you guys are like, okay, like she's doing a little voiceover, you know what I'm saying? So I look crazy because I just woke up, but I am going to be doing my makeup routine. I have all my makeup here. I'm going to show you guys the products, but I'm just not going to be talking through the video. So yeah, I will just jump right into the video. Hey y'all, and welcome to the voiceover part of the video. So right now I have in my hands the Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Oil from Palmer's. This is just the original part, or the original one. They also have a coconut oil one, and then they have a skin rose hip oil one, I believe. But my favorite personally is the regular one, just because sometimes all of the different scents and stuff can be a little bit too much for my skin. So right now I'm just going to set up the mirror that I just put up in the corner of the video, and I'm just going to moisturize this into my skin very thoroughly. You have to be careful with this therapy oil though, because it can get very, very oily very, very quickly. So just be mindful of how much you put on your face. The next thing I'm going to be grabbing right now and shaking up is the foundation that I'm going to be using today. It's the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the Dewy Smooth, and it's in the color 330 Toffee. I have been using this foundation for probably over, I don't even know, like 4 years or so. So I'm not going to talk through this video just because it's going to be a long part and you guys are going to probably get tired of me trying to make up stuff to talk about. So let's just blend my foundation in. Okay, so now that the foundation is blended out to its perfection, I take a long time to blend my foundation just because it is the base, and if the base is messed up, then the rest of the face is messed up. So I just showed you the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer that we're going to be using today, and I am in the shade medium beige. I apply my concealer differently every single time, but here I'm going to be applying it in an upside down triangle. I feel that this is the best way to get the greatest highlighted effect in my concealer. I do apply a good amount of concealer to my face just because I like the highlighted effect that it gives me. So you guys are just going to watch me put this concealer on my face. right now, as you see, I'm going to be sticking my finger in my nose. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm making sure that on the side of my nose, I have completely blended out the concealer that I put on there. Sometimes concealer can really gather in those creases in your face, so just make sure that you take time and blend around those areas in your face to make sure that everything is blended and fully flawless. So now I'm going to be setting the concealer that I just used. I'm going to be using two different face powders. The first one is the LA Girl Pro powder. I believe this is in the shade Banana, and I'm also going to be using the Kevyn Aucoin face powder. You guys will see the name of it hopefully in the back, but I got this from TJ Maxx for I believe $10. It is real. A lot of people think when you buy makeup from TJ Maxx it's not real. It is real. So I'm going to be using both of these powders to cover and set the concealer that I just did. I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender or Miracle Complexion sponge. The first powder that I'm going to be using is a loose powder, and the second one is a regular face powder. So I've put a little bit of that powder on the tip of the Miracle Complexion sponge from Real Techniques. I'm going to be not necessarily baking this, but just putting it under my under eye area just to set it. After I wipe away all of that loose face powder, I'm also going to be going right in with the Kevyn Aucoin face powder, and I'm going to be using a small tapered brush from e.l.f. You can find these brushes probably less than $5 at Walmart, Target, or I believe they still have them at TJ Maxx. So I'm just going to blend out that powder under my eyes, make sure that there are no creases, no lines, and I have a full flawless base. I had to cut the video. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera just because it's easier for me, and I actually recorded an eyebrow routine. So if you guys would like to see the eyebrow routine, then that will be posted before this video even goes up. So my eyebrows take a very long time. Well, not a very long time, but they take some time. My eyebrows take a good minute. So oh my gosh. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through the eyebrow part. Like I said, I have a whole eyebrow routine dedicated to me doing my eyebrows, and I have this little, I'm not sure if I stated that I have this little like shower thing on. I'm not naked, but I'm gonna just skip right into the rest of the face makeup after I do my eyebrows. Okay, so eyebrows are done. The next thing I'm going to be doing is my face. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to be contouring just a little bit. I have the So I'm not quite sure why I just stopped talking like that. I'm assuming I stopped talking because I figured I was supposed to just be showing you guys the products and not really saying too much. For one, because my voice sounds horrible. I showed you guys the contour colors that I'm going to be using after I have did one side of my face. But I'm just going to be taking a regular contour brush that you can get anywhere. I think I got this one from Walmart a long time ago. Don't knock a lot of the Walmart brushes. Some of them are actually okay quality. You just have to try out a few of them and just see how they are. But right now I am using that contour shade in the middle and the top right color that you see. I'm blending both of those in and just kind of sculpting my face a little bit. Don't do too much contouring because it can look a little bit muddy. The good thing about the contour shades from Anastasia Beverly Hills is normally none of them look too muddy, but just be mindful of how much you're going to be putting in. So right now I'm just going to be blending that contour in, and so in the process of blending out all of my contour shade, I obviously noticed that there was a difference in my eyebrows. Who cares what I was saying right here? But I'm just going to take the eyebrow brush that I used to do my eyebrows with and take the pomade that I used to do my eyebrows, and I'm just going to fix that eyebrow. I believe I noticed that it was a little bit lighter in that area, so I'm just trying to make sure that it is pointed the way I want it to be, and also that it is shaded in correctly. I'm very difficult when it comes to my eyebrows, so I want them to be as perfect as possible, and then obviously I go right back into contouring like nothing ever happened. As I'm looking back at the video, I still see a little difference in my eyebrows, but that's fine. We're just gonna keep rolling. I'm trying to make sure that they're even, but they're not, but that's okay. We're just going to keep it moving. Now I'm just going to put some blush on my face. I'm using the BH Cosmetics Professional Blush Palette. This one has 10 shades, and I've had this for years. I'm going to be using the color in the top right, and I also used it in the top left, bottom left as well. I'm just going to take a brush from e.l.f. It's the blush brush that I use all the time, and I'm just going to apply some of this to my face. After that, I'm going to be doing the highlighter part. The color blush that I'm using today is a more muted orange, so I'm able to put on as much blush as I can possibly get on my face and then not look too bad, because like I said, it's muted, so it's not super pigmented in the sense of it's going to make me look like a clown. I didn't show you guys the highlighter that I'm going to be using today, at least the name, so I will list the name of that specific highlighter in the down bar. It's not actually a highlighter, it's actually a baked bronzer from Milano, but yeah, just so you guys know, I did not show you guys the name of this specific product. You guys the color, I don't remember the color, but I will put the name of this highlighter in the description bar below. I probably got this a long time ago, and like I said, it's a baked bronzer. It's not actually a highlighter, but because I've been using it for so long, it's probably my go-to highlighter when it comes to highlighting my face. The one that I feel is very similar to this shade is I think it's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in Bronze Goddess or something like that. So as you see, I'm going to be placing my highlighter in 3 different areas of my face. Right now, I'm just going to be putting it on the high point of my cheekbones, the top of my cheekbones. This is the normal, simple, everyone puts highlighter on this area of their face part. Depending on how much you like, you can go as heavy as you want or as light as you want. I normally just go very light. Now I'm going to be putting it on the bridge of my nose. This creates that little point, that little ball at the top of my nose, just to make my nose more smaller and more pointier. And then I'm going to be putting it right in the middle of my forehead. This just brings the light directly into the focal points of my face and just makes my face protrude out a little bit more. It's just tricks that people have for a long time. Now I'm going to be showing you guys the BH Cosmetics brush in 129. This is just a more fluffier blending brush. I'm going to be putting a little eyeshadow on, so I just showed you the contour kit again, and I'm going to be using those same colors to put in my crease. This is a trick that I've used for a very long time. I'm not an eyeshadow person, so with this I can minimize the products that I bring, especially if you go on trips or vacations. If you are able to use your products for multiple ways, then I would as well. Then I'm going to be taking a more fluffier brush and just brush out that eyeshadow just to give it more of a brushed out fanned effect. After this, I'm going to be putting on mascara, but let's just listen to some pretty music again. The mascara that I'm going to be using today is a voluminous Carbon Black mascara from L'Oreal. I'm mad because I got the waterproof version instead of the regular one, but it is still a good product. The video kind of cut off at the end and did not show the lipstick that I applied, so I will put all of the information on what lipstick and makeup in general that I used today. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.